Everyone, welcome back to our class. In our previous class, we have discussed about three physical divisions of India, namely the northern mountains, the northern plains, and the Deccan Plateau. Today, we will discuss about the Great Indian Desert, one of the physical divisions of India. I request all of you to take out page 222 and follow along with me. First of all, let us read out the lesson. So, the Great Indian Desert. A desert is a large area of land, usually in a hot region, where there is almost no water, rain, trees, or plants. The northwestern part of India is covered by a vast sandy desert known as the Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert. Rajasthan and some parts of Gujarat make up the desert region. This region receives very less rainfall and a few trees grow here. So, now we will discuss about this part of India. This part of India lies to the northwestern parts of India. Okay. So, what do you mean by desert? A desert is a large area of sandy land. Okay. So, where we will find less or no water, rain, trees or plants. So, the climate here is we will find hot climate in this region. Okay. So the northwestern part, the Great Indian Desert also, it is known as Thar Desert. Okay, also known as Thar Desert. Okay. So the Great Indian Desert covers some parts of Rajasthan and some parts of Gujarat. Okay. Actually, half portion, 50% area of Rajasthan are covered by desert, okay, by sandy areas, and some parts of Gujarat, okay, so are covered by desert. So in this region we will find less plants or trees, and we will find less water. Why? Because this area, the Great Indian Desert or the Thar Desert, receives less rainfall. So that's the reason this area receives less rainfall. That's the reason we will find less plants or trees or less water or no water. Okay. So I hope you understood about the Great Indian Desert. Next we will discuss about the coastal plains, another physical divisions of India, the coastal plains. Okay. So, the coastal plains, narrow strips of land are found along the eastern and western coast of India. They are called the eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains. So, what do you mean by coastal plains? That is, coastal plains means narrow land in the eastern, western and eastern parts of India. So, here see this portion, this is western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. What do you mean by coastal plain? Coastal areas means the area, the plain area which connects with the sea, that is, which connects with the water bodies. For example, see here, this is the western coastal plain. Why? Because this lies to the western part of India, and this area we call it as eastern coastal plains. Why? Because this area lies to the eastern part of India. Okay. So the coastal plains, the land is very long. See, it starts from Gujarat and extends till West Bengal. And the width is narrow. Okay, so the width is narrow here. So see, here we have water bodies, and just next to the water bodies, here we have the coastal plain. So here, the western coastal plain shares its boundary with the Arabian Sea, and the eastern coastal plain shares its boundary with Bay of Bengal. Okay. So I hope you understood. So next we will discuss about the islands. The islands. Okay. The islands. An island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on all sides. India has two large island groups, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie in the east in the Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep Islands lie in the west in the Arabian Sea. Okay. So here, what do you mean by island? That is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. See, these are land. See, on all the four sides, water bodies. See, it is surrounded by water bodies. Here we have the Andaman and Nicobar Island, and in the western part, in the Arabian Sea, we will find, see, many land areas we will find which are surrounded by water bodies. So, in the western part, we have the Lakshadweep Island, and in the eastern part of India, in Bay of Bengal, what we will find? Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay. So, suppose this is the land area. This is a land area. Okay. Many land areas we have, but all sides are covered by water bodies. Okay. So, these types of land we call it as island. Okay. So, how many groups of island do we have in India? We have two groups of island, two island groups. What are they? Andaman and Nicobar Island, which lies in the Bay of Bengal, okay, and Lakshadweep Island, okay, which lies in the Arabian Sea, okay. So, dear children, I hope you understood about this lesson. In our next class, we will continue discussing lesson 4, that is India Political. Thank you. Have a nice day.